What's up, everybody? This is Dominic here, back to talk about General Hospital. I have a lot to say about today's episode, so brace yourselves. Not a lot of good things to say about today's episode. First of all, I want to comment on this. Yesterday on Twitter, Ron Carlivati, General Hospital's head writer, went on a little mini rant. A couple of his tweets consisted of him saying, doesn't PC, and I'm telling you, his tweets gave me my everlasting life. That's why I live for Ron Carlivati. His tweets gave me my whole life yesterday. He was like, is it, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't PC supposed to stand for Port Charles? Because apparently a lot of people have been been probably sending him tweets and sending him, people have, I read some of them. People were sending him tweets about this upcoming vampire, these Port Charles references. And he's seen something back saying, people, please quit telling me Port Charles was canceled. He said, please quit telling me Port Charles was canceled. I know, so was Dallas, so was Knots Landing, so was Dynasty. They all were canceled. And people were also telling him that Port Charles was canceled because of all the vampire stuff. And the truth be told, Port Charles was not canceled because of all that vampire stuff. Port Charles was canceled because, damn, hell, didn't nobody watch it. I know I didn't. I tuned in tuned in and out for a couple of episodes, but hell, nobody really watched it. It had very low ratings and it didn't have much of a budget. It had much of a budget, so that's why I got canceled. But when I called about that, you can go look on his timeline. Now, if he hasn't deleted any of the tweets, you can go look on his timeline. He basically was just going off on fans yesterday, and it's a lot of fans. I'm not lying to you, me included. Now I would never tell a writer or executive producer that I didn't like what was going on, what their story, what stories they were telling. I would never say that, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Tony Garrett tried to tell us at the Emmys, I'm just grateful for this show to still be on air, because you don't know how close we came to watching celebrity boob jobs, like Tony Garrett said in his Emmy speech. Celebrity boob jobs gone wrong. You know, obviously, I was here for Tony Garrett. I lived for Tony Garrett when he said that too, because he said he read ABC like a book. But anyway, let's get into today's episode. Where do I start? I'm gonna start with Connie. I almost said Carly. I wish Carly was in this episode. Would have made it a little bit better. Connie, how the fuck are you gonna fucking tell AJ and Michael at the end of today's episode? Well, I'm gonna start from the beginning. Connie was basically was on Michael and Star were all smooching in elevator on the way up to see Connie, and they were I think they thought Star thought Todd was there, and they were all kissing and whatnot, looking for Todd, and they see Connie, and Connie tells her that Todd's in Ferncliff. He's claiming like he's psycho. So anyway, Star goes to Ferncliff, visits Todd. I'll talk about that later on. And then in comes well, I would say this is the only interesting thing that happened on today's episode. Ned wrote on, and I'm gonna say, is Ned already gone off GH? He was on literally two episodes, 2 or 3 episodes, and he's already gone. I mean, that some return that was. I know he's a recurring character on Days of Our Lives. So he plays Justin Kiriakis on Days of Our Lives. So but I hope Ned's not gone already, because Alice was telling Tracy today that Ned had left town because Lois called and said Brooklyn hurt herself doing a stage dive, and I was like, okay, that I don't know where that came from, but okay, she hurt herself doing a stage dive. Anyway, and Ned wrote a note. It was that scene had me rolling, because Alice was having trouble reading the note, because Tracy was basically saying Ned has horrible handwriting. And how Alice was reading the note out, that kind of had me rolling. I love those scenes today. And Ned brought up to Tracy's attention there potentially being another Q heir, which I can already tell you who it's probably going to be. It's going to be Franco's daughter, Lauren Frank. I'm already hearing they're already casting her now. I say this: I want them to make her a teenager. I put her like around Michael and Star's age range. She couldn't give him Michael because that's her cousin, but put her around Michael and Thor. I even say like Molly's age range, because what I'm gonna spoil for y'all later on in this video. I'm gonna spoil something later on in this video. I'm gonna continue on, but anyway, But yeah, them making I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, the whole there being another Q air and Tracy saying trying to run to Connie and trying to get her to not publish the article, but Connie's already published the article. And Connie swore the secrets, her and Tracy swore the secrets that they're not gonna tell anybody where the source came from. AJ, Monica, and Michael found out about the source, and immediately AJ blames Sonny. Yeah, AJ blames Sonny, and so they go confront Connie and ask her about where they got the source from, and Connie flat out says Sonny. Before they walked in, Sonny and AJ was not Sonny and AJ. Sonny and Connie were this close to having sex. They were that close to having sex. Anyway, but then AJ and Michael came in. She blamed Sonny for giving her the information, and that's fine. How I feel about that. Connie's just trying to save her own ass, just trying to save her ass, and trying to be loyal to Tracy and whatnot. Because she told Tracy she swore her the secrecy that she wasn't gonna tell. Anyway, the Todd and Lucy Coe scenes, those were pretty decent scenes too. But I'm not feeling this vampire stuff. Todd and Lucy Coe kind of like formed an alliance. Todd asked Lucy. Well, I think Star kind of broke all that up. Todd told Lucy, I'll say I believe in vampires if you tell people I'm crazy. So they form an alliance, but Star walks in. Star basically reads Todd like a book, and she tells the doctor that the person that was coming to get Todd that she wants to sit in during her dad's sessions and see how crazy he really is, because she know Todd played having DID before. So that was that. It was fun to see Todd again today. Now let's talk about. I'll tell you who else it was good. It was good to see Kevin Collins today. I hope they don't screw his return up. I mean, Kevin Collins, that's old GH back in the day. Him and Lucy Coe, that was my super couple, right? That was a super couple in my opinion, right there. Him and Lucy Coe. Anyway, but yeah, it was good to see him today. It was funny how Alexis asked him today, and it was fun seeing him in scenes with Alexis today too. I wouldn't mind seeing that pairing, but I like Alexis with Sean. Anyway, he was confirming to Alexis that he had never seen Sam before in his life, and that he never slept with her, had a one night stand, never slept with her at all. So that confirms that Kevin Collins is not Sam's father. I wish they would find out who the hell Sam's father is. But anyway, and he was basically there to apologize. Basically, he came to Port Charles to apologize to McBain, apologize to all of Lucy's attackers and whatnot. But yeah, it was good to see Kevin Collins today too. Let me know what you guys think about John Lindstrom coming back as Kevin Collins. It was good to see. Anyway, now I'm about to go into a little rant. Allison Barrington. Allison Barrington, for those who don't know, I actually remember her character because I started watching GH about around 1999, and I remember her character. Her character came on GH briefly about around 2001, I think, and then she was on Port Charles. She was actually a part of a super couple, actually a part of two super couples, Allison and Jamal and Allison and Rafe. She was a part of those two couples. They were kind of like Port Charles super couples. And but anyway, she comes and she has a son, Rafe. And people have been asking me on Twitter, DMing me on Twitter, asking me who's Rafe, and been messaging me on here asking who's Rafe. Well, we found out who Rafe is today, and I'm gonna flat out say it. I'm gonna give this guy a month. I mean, I wasn't too impressed with the guy's acting today. I know this is like his first big role. I wasn't too impressed with his acting today. He was alright. But I wasn't too impressed. He wasn't no Christina terrible. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't like Christina, but I'm gonna give him. I'll give him a month or so to And what I'm gonna also rant about later on, in just a few minutes, is gonna kind of I ain't gonna say piss me off, but anyway, I believe that guy's gonna wind up being this killer. Because they say it's a murder mystery coming up, and I know I'm going to spoil it. And his mother, Allison's going to come up dead, and she gave him some type of weapon. And the weapon he used, and the weapon that's supposed to be the murder weapon, is that weapon she gave him. And he was saying something today like, lady, because Allison was saying Lucy Cole's going to be the one to help her. And she was saying, lady, he was saying, lady, you better be able to help my mom because I don't know if I can take much more of this. And it makes me seem like this guy's gonna be a killer. I'm getting those vibes that this guy, and he's kind of like, he was kind of creepy in a way. I think this guy's gonna wind up being a killer because I'm hearing he's gonna be in jail. He's gonna break out of jail, but he's gonna point the finger at John McBain for killing his mom. But the murder weapon he gave, I don't know how they're gonna play this out. The murder weapon he had, but from this week's promo, the murder weapon he had was what they said that had his mother's blood on it. And so I think he's the one that killed her. I'm not. I don't know where they're going with the storyline, but I hope I don't. Not saying I hope, but I think he's gonna be the one to kill her. Be the killer. He's gonna blame John McBain. Because when he was saying that, he was sitting there looking at that whatever that was, had a hook that looked like a damn meat hook in him. It looked like a damn dart. And he was basically looking at it saying, "Lady, you better be able to help my mom because I don't know if I can take much more of this." But yeah, that's about all I got for today's episode. Now I'm about to go into a little spoiler rant. According to some spoilers, it says that they want us to think that vampires are real. They want us to know they want us to think they're either an illusion of Lucy Cole's mind or they're real. And if they make vampires an illusion, that will mean everything that happened on the show Port Charles was a big lie. But anyway, and also this with this Rafe character, they're putting him in the storyline with TJ and Molly. Now it's gonna give us more airtime for Molly and TJ, but I'm hearing because Molly meets this kid tomorrow, and she meets this kid tomorrow, and I believe I know how this storyline is gonna pan out. Molly's probably gonna think this kid because especially Molly sees like that whatever that was in his hand, and he comes to find out that murder weapon was that. Molly's probably gonna think that she's probably gonna think he's the one that killed her. But I'm also reading spoilers to say next week, TJ and Molly get into a fight, which will be their first fight. Going to get into a fight next week about her feelings for Rafe. That's what the spoilers say on Soap Central and on soap opera on General Hospital Happenings. Say they get into a fight over her possible feelings for Rafe. What I want to know is how can she already have feelings? Say she had feelings. How can she have? And I hope this is just going to be a big misunderstanding on TJ's part, and they make up, which I'm sure they should make up because it's their first fight, and they should make up. They shouldn't just flat out break up over their first fight. But anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that. Well, that's what the spoilers say, that they get into a fight next week over this guy. Because I think TJ is gonna think he has feelings. She has feelings for the guy. Because it says that Molly sneaks into the PCPD, which lets me know this guy's they probably gonna say this guy he's the one that killed his mom. I don't know how they're gonna do this storyline, but this is what I'm gonna say. If they're gonna try to do like a little TJ Molly Rafe triangle, I won't make it a quad. I will bring in Lauren Franco's daughter. I will make her a teenager, and have TJ have some scenes with her. That's what I would do. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about today's episode. Leave me a comment below how you guys feel about the Rafe character. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace, God bless, and I'm out.